नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. I am JVN Dr. Lily Trivedi, and today I am going to give the lecture for BSc B.Ed 4th Sem ZBC for the course of Anatomy, Ecology and Evolution, and the session is Origin of Life, a brief account. Now, what is evolution? It deals with the origin of life on Earth and the conditions and the form of life on Earth which were entirely different from what we see today. Now everything has evolved. Now what was the origin of the universe first? It began origin of life on began with the origin of universe. Now the universe was an old vast and empty space, nothing and black but gas and dust. The Big Bang theory is the most accepted theory, and it says regarding the origin of the planet that there was a massive explosion about 20 billion years ago and a new universe was formed. And after the atmospheric conditions became stable, the temperature reduced and gas like hydrogen, helium formed, which led to the formation of galaxies of today. Later, about 10 billion years ago, Earth was formed. It was covered by water vapor, methane, carbon dioxide and ammonia. There was no atmosphere but only gases and moisture. The powerful rays of the sun have hastened or they have made the evolution, and by breaking the bonds of the gas molecules the earth came with a new face. So millions of years ago Earth's atmosphere was stabilized, and then around 4 million years ago life came into existence. So this is the theory of origin of life on Earth. Now let's come to the origin of life. There are several hypotheses on the origin of life, and certain experts suggest that it came from outer space as spores, while another group says it came from non-cellular components such as decaying matters like mud. Then came the theory of spontaneous generation, which was discarded. In 1953, Oparin and Haldane suggested that life was originating from non-living organic molecules like protein and RNA. This was followed by theory of chemical evolution, which suggested the atmospheric conditions of Earth led to the formation of organic molecules from inorganic molecules. So this is the main theory which is accepted nowadays, that life came into existence. So the stepping stone of the theory of evolution was laid through chemical evolution. Now if we say the origin of life on Earth, now we have an how it is called the Oparin-Haldane hypothesis. So this hypothesis was given by Alexander Oparin and J.B.S. Haldane. They said the formation of organic molecules or the building block of cells such as amino acids, nucleotides and simple sugars were formed. The next step, they said, the formation of polymers, that is longer chain of organic molecules, which led to the functioning of enzymes, metabolic reactions, hereditary information, etc. Third, they said the formation of protocells, that is concentration of organic molecules and polymers that carry out metabolic reaction within an enclosed system, separated from the environment by a semi-permeable membrane. So these were the three primary universal requirements for life: the ability to reproduce and replicate the hereditary information, the enclosure in the membranes to form cells, and the use of energy to accomplish growth and reproduction. Now there is the question, how did organic molecules form on prebiotic Earth? For this, the answer is in the Miller-Urey experiment. Stanley Miller and Harold Urey first tested the first step of Oparin-Haldane hypothesis by the formation of organic molecules from inorganic compounds. They produced a number of organic molecules including amino acids that are used by living cells to grow and replicate. They recreated the environmental conditions believed likely to be on the Earth and a gaseous chamber with atmosphere with reducing compounds such as methane, ammonia and hydrogen. Electric sparks stimulated the lightning to provide the energy, and in about a week time this simple apparatus caused chemical reactions and produced variety of organic molecules which are the building blocks like amino acids. So we can say that these were the conditions which led to the variety of organic molecules being built up. Now we have different theories given by different thinkers and scientists. Now what are those theories? First theory is theory of special creation. It said that the God created life by his divine action and with his supernatural powers. But we, uh, we have if the organisms were all created, then we should see today as they were created. But what happens? The diversity of life forms should not change in the future. So that were the two components which have objected to the theory, that there should be no change in the evolution if it was created by God. The second theory is theory of panspermia or cosmic theory. It was driven by Greek thinkers who said that the panspermia or spores came from the outer space and then it developed into living organisms. The third theory is the theory of spontaneous generation. It said that the life originated from decaying and matter like straw or mud. Louis Pasteur rejected this theory and demonstrated that life came from pre-existing life. He kept the killed yeast cells in a pre-sterilized flask and another in open air, and the life did not evolve in the pre-sterilized flask, but new life evolved in the later flask which was exposed. So the killed yeast cells could not evolve further as such, rejecting the theory of spontaneous generation. Then came the theory of chemical or evolution, as already discussed before by Oparin and Haldane. So these theories have evolved and given for the origin of life. The main emphasis and the accepted theory is the theory of chemical evolution. So students, I hope you have understood my lecture, and if you have any query, please give in the comment section. I will resolve it soon. This session was powered by the digital version 2.0 of Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Thank you so much. Namaste.